He's in bed all day. We're like, oh my gosh, we're going to New York City in a couple days. Do we cancel the trip? Happy December. I have so many things to update you on. I think I'm gonna make a cup of tea and we can come back. I just have so many things to tell you. So let's go make a cup of tea with my Christmas socks. All right, got my notepad. Let's do a little life update chat. I have a cup of tea. Gabe has been, well, it's past our anniversary now, but he did a 18 days of anniversary for our 7-year anniversary. So it was an 18-day like advent calendar. He'd give me something different every day. And one of the things was, oh, I don't have my wedding ring on. One second. One of the things was a gingerbread tea, and it's so delicious and it just tastes so Christmassy. The other thing is my Aussie family, they are my family, but my family have come in from Australia. They brought some Australian chocolate and lollies and stuff. So I'm really enjoying a little caramello koala every day. Okay, a couple weeks ago, our house gets a stomach bug. We all get it. So Micaiah gets it first. My mum gets it. I get it. Gabe somehow misses it. Apparently there's stomach bugs going around. It was actually so terrible. We all get better. We disinfect the whole house because within like 2 days my dad and my brother were coming into town. So we disinfect the house. We go buy an air purifier, which also such a nice purchase. Now we're using an air purifier every day, which is actually really nice. So good in a baby's room where you have like a nappy bin, like a diaper pail. Oh my gosh, it made such a difference when we purified Micaiah's room. It almost smelled like the carpets had been cleaned. Anyway, so we disinfect the house, like everything was good. We were all feeling good. My dad and my brother get into town and we're like, great, welcome. We're going to New York in Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days. Once they had gotten in, it might have been a day or two later, my dad wakes up with the stomach bug. He's in bed all day. We're like, oh my gosh, we're going to New York City in a couple days. Do we cancel the trip? Thankfully, he felt good by the Tuesday that we were flying to New York City. He felt good. We were like, oh, phew. So we flew to New York. Toby, my brother, was fine. Gabe was fine. We were all fine. We were like, thank goodness. So then we get to New York. We land at night and the next morning, my dad and my brother are sick. My dad, somehow it like comes back, they're both sick. So they stay in the hotel room like all day. My dad ended up getting better. I think it was like, I guess the last of the sickness. I don't even know what it was, but my brother was still sick. We had Broadway tickets and so my brother wasn't able to go to the Broadway show, which was Little Shop of Horrors. And instead I was like, well, my parents already paid for the tickets. You won't be able to like get a refund or anything. So I took his place and I went to Little Shop of Horrors, which had Corbin Bleu in it from High School Musical. I feel like this is such a rushed recap of everything. We see the show. Thankfully, Dad's feeling better at that point, but my brother's still in the hotel room. At the end, Corbin Bleu comes outside to like take pictures with everyone. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is my moment. What do I say to him? I'm right at the back of the line. It's also freezing. Like it's probably 0 Celsius. Like it's so cold. It's nighttime. We're out at the end of this long line. And long story short, I didn't get to meet him or talk to him because our Uber arrived and we ended up getting in the Uber. But as I was in line, I was like, literally, what do I say to him? Hi, like I was genuinely starstruck, but it was such a good show. The next day comes, we're now on Thursday. Everyone's better. It's a miracle. So we're all out exploring, but then Gabriel feels nauseous and we're like, no way, this is impossible. Like he would have gotten the stomach bug ages ago if it was still around. Like this can't be happening. For some reason he feels nauseous. This is like towards the afternoon. And so he goes to bed in the hotel room, but we're all fine. That night, Gabe and I were supposed to go see Hamilton, which is a musical that he has wanted to see for so long, years. And we got great tickets, finally seeing it. And now he's feeling nauseous and he's stuck in the hotel room. The whole time we were like, what is happening? My brother ends up coming with me. So everything got switched around. Toby comes and sees Hamilton with me. Hamilton was one of the best shows I've ever seen, and I've thought about it and sang the songs every day since. And I feel so bad that Gabe didn't go because he was the one that was like, Jess, we need to see Hamilton. He's been wanting to see it for years. Later that night, after I get home from the musical, Gabe pretty much feels fine and he's like, I don't know what that was. I'm not sick. Oh my gosh. And then Micaiah, she actually is a really great traveler, but I think her canines were popping through and so sleep was not the best. Then I think we had 2 days left after that whole debacle and everything was good and we got to explore. Like all the stuff on my list ended up getting checked off anyway, even though everyone took turns in hotel beds. Anyway, that was such a long update. Gabe and my 7-year wedding anniversary was on Monday. I can't believe it's been 7 years, but Gabe had something planned the whole time and I had no idea. This is kind of a great time to give a little natural cycles update. I am unpacking my natural cycles thermometer. Probably one of the main questions I get is about birth control. I did make a couple videos about going off the pill, and I think that's why a lot of people are curious, and now after having a baby, people are curious like what I'm doing. And I did mention it in a video already that I'm back using natural cycles, which is something that I used back before I got pregnant with Micaiah. I guess the team at Natural Cycles saw that I've talked about it and reached out, and so I'm working with them on this video. If you've watched my videos for a while, you've definitely heard me talk about Natural Cycles, but it is the first FDA cleared birth control app, and it's just a very natural, non-invasive, hormone-free, obviously, way to track your fertile window, and yeah, a form of birth control. So the first thing when you wake up in the morning, you take your temperature. So my thermometer like syncs up to my app, so then it'll sync my temperature. You can enter other fertility indicators, period. There's like a bunch of different things that you can enter, and then it'll give you a daily fertility status. So pretty much if it's a green day, it means that you're not fertile, you're good to go if you are trying to prevent pregnancy. Or if it's a red day, it means you're fertile, use a different form of protection. So everyone is different when it comes to birth control, and different things are going to work for different people. I've shared a lot on my channel about how the pill was not good for me, and going off it was so amazing for my body, and I now just feel very like in control of my body. I've just had such a good experience with it. Again, I used it before getting pregnant with Micaiah. You know, we are very open to baby number 2, so it has been really good. If you're interested in checking it out, they have given me an offer, and it is code Jess, and it will give you 15% off an annual subscription. That will also come with a free thermometer, which is just really great. I have the annual subscription, I have the thermometer. If you are interested in checking it out, download the app, see what it's all about. Definitely use my code if you're interested. So to segue back to the anniversary trip, which I took my thermometer. So I had no idea what we were doing. Gabe was just like, we're going for a massage, so you don't need to get like fully ready or anything, and you need to pack a bag. We're going away overnight. We went to this beautiful farm just a bit outside of Nashville, a farm and an inn. So they grow a lot of like fruits and veggies, and so incredible. It was so secluded. It was just the best trip. It was so relaxing. I packed 3 books and I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Like, I'm just gonna relax the whole day. So we had massages, I took a bath, read my book, I watched a TV show called Based on a True Story. If you've watched it, let me know. Some of it's like really strange, but it's about like true crime in the story, so let me know if you've seen it. Anyway, it was such a sweet trip. Like, Gabe planned it so well, and it was just such a relaxing night. It was amazing. Okay, I'm gonna wrap a couple presents. We are doing a couple Secret Santas as a family because we have people in different parts of the world. A few people have come to me to like help wrap it. This is the only thing I'm wrapping from us, and it's a little baby faces book. There's a Love Every book with different expressions of little kids, and she loves it. Something I love about her is that she's very friendly, and she loves saying hi and bye to everybody, especially little kids. So I think she'll really like this little book. Thought I would ask you guys, since it's towards the end of the year, do you have any goals or challenges or hopes for 2024? Because it always gets to this time where I like really start to reflect on like, okay, what do I want 2024 to look like? And I was just curious if you wanted to share like what your main hope is for 2024. It could be, I want to read a book a month. That was one of my goals for this year. I ended up doing way more than that. I haven't read like hundreds and hundreds of books this year, but I think I'm up to maybe like 22 maybe. So definitely like surpassed that goal, which was really cool. My biggest hope, probably both of me and Gabe's biggest hope for 2024 would be a healthy pregnancy with a second baby. Going back to even what I was talking about with natural cycles, this has been really my first time. I feel like we're properly tracking and taking tests. I don't think I was really expecting the feeling of like once that like time of the month comes around to either like get your period or take a test, like the certain feeling that you get falling pregnant with Micaiah. There really wasn't any pressure, and I feel like now having a baby and thinking about like age gap, it put more pressure on it. It's been a good practice for me to just try to go about it like with no pressure. Still obviously like tracking and trying to do all the right things, but taking it day by day and like trusting in the timing, I think. Anyway, that is one of my hopes. And then we've been in the house for a couple months now, but I think I'd really just like to fully settle. I mean, we are fully settled in the house, but do more with the decorating probably. Like we haven't really touched this room, and there are different things that I'd like to do. I think I want to do wallpaper in Makai's toy room. There's like a couple little projects that I want to have for the house, so I think that is another like goal for me. Start a veggie garden and maybe get chickens. Like I would just really like it to be a really homey year next year. I feel like I've just been hiding in the room doing this video because Makai is sleeping. My family are like out doing stuff in the house, so I've just kind of been in here. Anyway, you've really kept me company while I've been in here.